y'all. How y'all doing? So I'm gonna do a quick video right now. First and foremost, hope everyone have an amazing day. 3 gratitudes. I am thankful for my legs to be able to move. I am thankful for my feet to be able to step, and I am thankful for my voice to be able to speak. Okay, so it's not gonna be a long message, and I had walked to the store, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But I basically had walked to the store to get some items, so that's why I look like this. But real quick message: when it comes to guys, I'm gonna say it like this: I'm not a fella, I'm not a guy, I'm not a boy. But I did my research on some things, and just paying attention to stuff in life, and I want to have a real conversation about something. In this world, we all go through different things, and some good, some bad. And like I told y'all, a lot of my messages is to everyone, but sometimes I feel like it's more with females, and that's not the case. It's just sometimes to me it sounds like that, because when I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm like high and mighty over myself. Any message that I present to y'all, I listen back to make sure I check myself before I sit back and provide something to y'all. So I want y'all to understand that. But something I was thinking about, when it comes to y'all guys, a lot of y'all are lost. Not everyone, but a lot of y'all are lost, and you're trying to find your way, you're trying to find your ground, you're trying to find where you can stand and be comfortable, stand and be firm, and know that you don't have nothing to worry about. I feel like when it comes to guys, I feel like a lot of times y'all feel like the floor gets pulled from underneath y'all sometimes. It's like y'all always got to be strong all the time. And I talked about this in the other message, but I want to get a little bit more in depth. So this is for the younger ones, but you can still take the same information as the older ones. And again, I hope y'all hear me, so I'm gonna talk a little bit louder. As boys, I want y'all to do something for me. I want y'all to figure out what it is that you want to be when you get older. If you could be anything in the world, and even if it hasn't been created, what is something that you want to be or you want to accomplish? I want you to write that down. And I'm going to say this. I'm talking directly to the guys, but ladies or girls, you can try this as well. So write it down. Write that thing down. It could be multiple things. You could talk about your career. You could talk about family, how many, kids you want. You can talk about if you want businesses. You can say, hey, I don't want a business. I just want to own my own house. You can write down the car. You can write down all of these different things. Anything you feel like will make your life comfortable when you get older. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. All of these things can change, but we need a starter. Okay? This is a starter. This is like your safety net. Okay? So this is your safety net. The reason why I say it's your safety net, because this is what you think of at your comfort zone. Right now, every single one of you in your comfort zone. Okay? I don't care what age you are. You're all in your comfort zone. All right? Write down everything. Because whatever you write down, best believe you can have that or more or better. Okay? But I want you to understand the difference, because I don't want you to get caught up and think the grass is greener on the other side. You got to remember, no matter if you're on your side or somebody else's side, you still got to mow the lawn. Okay? Because you're the one that has to deal with the grass when it gets higher. Okay? So I want y'all to do this. Write those things down. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 5 years old, you got to draw it, whatever. However old you are, write it down. Okay? What you think will make you happy as an adult. Then write that down. After you write that down, write down what you think will make you happier as a teenager if you haven't got to that point yet. Write that down, okay? And then after you write that down, write down what you would want in your current age, okay? Reason why I say to do it this way is because this is stepping stones. Because this is the thing. Whatever you write as an adult, you cannot write as a teenager. Whatever it is as a teenager, you can't write as a child. And this goes for the older ones. Same thing. I don't care what age you are. So look at it as like this. I don't care if you 40 years old. So 40 years from now, okay, you could be 80, right? We're going to look at it as you get to that point. By the time you turn 80, what will you want as an adult? By the time you turn 60, what will you want as a teenager? And right at this moment, you are the child. I need y'all to write that down, okay? Because this is going to show you what steps you need to take. Now, this is the thing. I know a lot of y'all have father figures in your life, or you have an actual father in your life, okay? But I want you, at your current age, I don't care if you're a child, I don't care if you're a teenager, I don't care if you're an adult. What type of father you think you need in order to accomplish those goals? What type of father you need? What type of encouragement you think you need to be able to accomplish those goals? What type of motivation of direction you would need to accomplish those goals? What type of discipline do you feel like you need to accomplish those goals? What type of love you think you need to accomplish those goals? When you figure that out, write down what that is. Okay? Write it down. Write down exactly what that is. All right? Don't matter what age you are, write it down. So, after you write that down, I don't care if you're 5 years old, I don't care if you're 16 years old, I don't care if you are 30 years old, I don't care if you're 80 years old. Now become that father. Become that father. So now you are acting in a role. You are the father for yourself as a child, and you the father as yourself as a teenager. You the father for yourself as an adult. Now, I understand you're like, but I'm only 5 years old. I don't have money, this and that. Okay, I get it. Now, picture it like this. As a father that lost their job, right, and don't have the money, right? What will you do as a father? I know it might sound like a lot, but I'm trying to help y'all to get here. I'm trying to help y'all get here. How will you feel as a child? How will you treat that father if he can't pay the bills that month? Will you disrespect them? Will you talk to them? Motivate that father. So say, for example, you want that money for those shoes, but that father don't have that money because you're only 5 years old. You can't afford a job, okay? You can't have a job. So how will you motivate your daddy knowing he can't afford it? What will you say to your daddy at 5 years old? What will you say to your daddy at 16 years old? What will you say to your daddy at 40 years old? What will you say to your dad on how to motivate him to say, it's okay, I understand you can't do it right now, it's okay, I don't need that right now, or okay, dad, this is, how will you motivate yourself? Because you're not just helping to create the goals for yourself for now and to the future, you also motivating your future self to protect the younger self, as the younger self is protecting your future self. This is how you do it. I know it's like, what the heck, where she get this from? Because you got to remember, you are the healer for your future, and your future is the healer for your past. The more you heal now, the less you got to heal later, and now you can be a child. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.